Okay, as a continuation of our last video, we made our teapots. What we're going to do is make these little teacups and saucers. What we'll need is 2 copper pennies and a small piece of Romex wire. Okay, what we're going to, first step is going to be to dome both of these pennies. Both of them will be domed face up. We'll use the biggest slot in this doming block and the press. We'll put the doming block in the press with the biggest dome face up. Copper penny face up. Number 22 doming die. We get that right in the center. And what this does, it gives the penny the slight bend up, so it looks like a saucer. Now to finish the saucer look, we'll put this back in that doming block, and we'll take our 5/16 punch for the punch and die set. We'll put it right in the center of the penny, and we'll come down and we'll give that a nice little crush. And it gives the penny that saucer look. Okay, now that we have the saucer done, we'll take the second penny and do the same thing with the number 22. Put it in the center. There we go. Our penny's cupped. Now with that second penny slightly cupped like that, we're going to turn the doming block over to this side with the floor. Put it in the one that closely fits that penny. And the number 17 die. And we'll cup this penny even further for the next step. And make sure this is centered. Very important to have it centered. Just go slow with this process. You don't want to go too hard because you'll knock all the image out of the penny. You want it to maintain the penny look like that. Okay, we'll go to our next step. Okay, now that we've got that part of it done, we're going to go to our ring shrinking block. We're going to go the second from the smallest, and you see how that fits in there like that, nice. We'll go back into the press. We're going to use our number 10 die this time. And you want to make sure this stays centered in that block. And just go slow. If it starts to turn on you, reset it so it doesn't mess up the penny. There we go. And you don't want to go all the way through with this. You just want to go so it's just starting to go all the way through. Yeah, we can go just a little bit more on that. Maybe even put it in the smallest one just to show it up a little better. Just to bring the sides in a little more. You don't want it to be as fat like the little tea kettle. You want it to be okay. With that reset, I have little problems with my hands. Sometimes they don't work so well for me. We'll get this thing square though. And sometimes I gotta just tip the die over and go for the other side. Let's try that. There we go. That looks like it's sitting in there better. I just want to bring it just a little bit closed more. There we go. Like that. Okay, with the cup in the perfect shape, we're gonna put a little flat spot on the bottom, just like we did with the teapot. We used the flat surface on the flattest surface on the block there, and we just gonna press down. I should have this prepared. And we'll just put that little bitty flat spot. Not too crazy. Just like that. Okay, now that we got our little flat spot on the cup, I'm going to do just like we did with the top of the teapot. I'm going to put it between these two cheetahs. Just lower the press down. Just so it holds it so I can drill my hole. I'll get my center punch, and right at the lip of the cup, I'll put a nice divot. Okay, now with my 1/16 drill bit, we're going to make our little hole in the cup, the top of the cup. Just make sure you frame that out good so all the burrs come off. Okay. Now with that hole like that, set that aside. We'll grab our little piece of copper Romex. Should have had this open. I'm going to dip the end of the Romex in the flux. And we're just going to insert it into the end of the cup here. Into the little hole we made. I had to get a pair of pliers. Sometimes this is really tight. And you get that in there. And you don't want it to come too far into the cup. You want it just so it's right at the edge there. Let me put it in so it's that where it needs to be. So it's just inside the hole there. Okay, I saved a lot of cussing. But it's in there. It's right to the edge there. You don't want to come protrude into the cup. Now I'm gonna put that up there on the metal. Look at our torch. And you heat this up. And we're just going to touch it until the solder sucks in right there. And you can see that little dot. And that piece of wire will never come out of there now. Okay, now that it's cooled, make sure you let it cool down. We're going to take and make our little handle here. What I like to do, I like to put the tip of the needle nose just like that, and then bend this over. And bend it just like that. You want it to be a little tiny handle. We'll get it like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut off about that. About right there. So you got something like that. And then we'll take this little handle and we'll twist it in just like that. And then you have your little teacup handle. You hit this with a little bit of steel wool. Straighten out your handle a little bit. And there's your little saucer and teacup. Okay, so there's the teapot. Well, the teacup. The teapot's right here that we made in the last video. And maybe next time we'll make this nice little pill box. This is my prototype. This is made out of $50 and quarters. And you give this little twist. Twist it that way. And you can keep a day's worth of pills in there. This is just a prototype. And if you like our content, I would like it if you would please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.